How's it going, everybody? I'm Caster MJ. Along with me, I have the co-host of Cryptid Conversations, Deadly.
Here
Um,
we go.
we have one of the other co-hosts running late again this week, 2 weeks
Okay.
running.
We might have to replace.
So we're going to just get ahead and get started without him, chop it up a little bit, and he'll be joining us shortly. This is the 26th episode of Cryptid Conversations. This podcast is sponsored by Immortal Workshop. So if you're shopping MetaZoo, why not shop with the best seller of MetaZoo, which is Immortal Workshop. You can find an affiliate link in the description below, and that'll save you. Yeah, that'll save you about like 10%, I think it is, or something like that. So, yeah, I agree. Ian should be fired. We'll have that talk once he gets here. But actually, the title of this is called MPN and Topps Chrome. We're just going to talk about like the news that we got. I think it was actually kind of last week, but recently about the MPN and point system and prizes for people participating, as well as Topps Chrome. Now, I personally don't know that much about like the whole points thing,
Or either.
So I'm gonna wait for Ian for that one because all I know basically is what I very briefly read over in the announcements. Like I didn't even process it, literally. You know what I mean? So I would like to, go over it a little more in detail, and you guys could kind of get like more my raw, actual, thoughts. Because again, I haven't even processed it. All I know basically is that they're trying to support some players by points on the MPN, but that's pretty much all I know. But besides that, I just want to know. I keep hearing and I keep seeing everywhere this Topps Chrome. I personally, this is going to be like the unpopular opinion, let's say. I don't like the product. I don't care about the product. I have not bought any of the product. I do not want it.
The product actually looks like very quality. I haven't held any in my hands, but I've watched streams. I mean, when it first came out, I definitely was watching people rip it open just for the mere fact of like something MetaZoo related has come out and everybody's excited about because it doesn't happen a lot anymore. I've watched some, and honestly, just to see what the chases are, what people are pulling, what people are excited about. I personally am not excited about a non-utility card for MetaZoo, but overall,
is it even like that cool if half the cards are serialized?
That kind of also
like
it was like everybody had a serialized card. Everybody was pulling them, and I see everybody trying to sell like Lake Worth Monster or like Tripodero, and I was like, of course nobody wants these. Nobody wants these ones because they're not like that cool. I mean, Ian pulled like a serialized Quetz, which that could be
his was kind of cool. Yeah, it was kind of cool, but like still like there's no utility or anything like that. So I mean,
so Cutthroat just mentioned. I mean, there is a large group of people that do collect and don't play specifically. And with that being said, Topps Chrome falls right in the wheelhouse of those people. And we are sitting here with two people that literally want to sell any card that doesn't have any utility whatsoever. So
I want to sell cards that even have utility.
and he also said that Native has had its stall out. So to be honest, like I've only bought in a couple booster box of Native, and people don't have any more product. I mean, I could pay like top dollar for them. I want to buy singles, which still they're kind of expensive.
Once like the second wave comes out, the prices will go down. They will.
Yeah,
like,
I
it's
want to
just
see more people ripping out more product. So we're in a weird spot. So with him saying that, like Topps Crumbs definitely has it like the ability to hype up because native is less
so yeah. I will say
accessible.
one thing that I liked about. I'm just gonna pull it up again. It's at the end. He says, many people haven't gotten the native yet. I like how Topps Chrome was and is available to every and anybody who wants it, basically. Right now, you could go on Target.com and you could order those blaster boxes.
Yeah,
They're available. If you got $20 and if you could pay for some tax and shipping, depending on where you live, you got yourself some Topps Chrome. You don't have to worry about it. MetaZoo with like the native, you're worried about it right now.
My big question is who rolled it out? Who rolled out? Like, did they put that into Topps's hands to roll out their product? Because then that just says so much more about MetaZoo and how they.
I was gonna say I probably have a few opinions for you, but
it's like everybody else is like rolling out their product like, oh, we got this, and it's in Target like the next day. Everybody's buying them on the website, and then it sold out on the website apparently in like 5 minutes, or whatever, 30 seconds. And then immediately after that, everybody's like, we can get them in Target. I'm like, why can't we have something like that for MetaZoo product? Like, right? Yes, as a MetaZoo product, I think it's more or less a Topps Chrome product at this point. With the way it rolled out, I have to say it's that.
That's the way it looks to me too.
Yeah.
Because it's everywhere already. You know what I mean? And that's like what Topps does. Yeah. I get MetaZoo has been in Target before, but like that took a lot of work. And when they said it was going to be there and when it got there were two different stories. It was just like, hey, it's there, and like no one was even expecting it to be there. Yeah. It was just like, bam, it's there. So, I thought that was really cool, and like you just said, I wish it could happen with other products. I wish it was happening kind of with like those seance blisters right now, for example.
Yeah,
I really wish that. That's what I'm saying. I've been checking ever since like they did the little teaser and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't even know when we're expecting those.
Well, technically,
I watched Ian's channel for news, and I've been slacking. So I haven't seen when they're supposed to release.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. What was I say? Seance, Seance Pin Club. On their website, on Pin Club's website, it says end of April. And I'm pretty sure there's only like
a week left.
Not even, dude. Bro, there's like what? It's the 27th. We have 3 days left.
It's the 27th.
So unless it just shows at my house tomorrow or Saturday, that's a Pin Club thing now. I would like to think that that's in Pin Club's hands.
So on their website, I messaged Pin Club and they said it was a MetaZoo thing. So
oh man.
I mean, I don't know. That was on.
Sounds like a divorced family.
Yeah, right. They were like, "Yeah, we wish they were out sooner too. We've been trying to work with MetaZoo on this." They were like, "Hopefully, they make an announcement soon." That's what they said.
Well, it's sitting up here still. Seance. And then let's just take a look real quick. This item is a pre-order. Seance will be shipped in late April. Still says it, but that could be reported by MetaZoo to them, being like, "Hey, listen, guys, we will have it out late April." And late April, are we in late April?
100%.
Is this considered late April?
The 18th is considered like late April. The 20th is considered late April. We're like a week past that already.
Yeah. We can stop shitting on people right now.
I mean, I want my keychains. I'm just gonna say that, but
I want my alt art Walking Sam, because that's like the only one that's like halfway decent in the box, I think.
What do you mean? What alt art? Oh, the keychain.
They're gonna have a secondary
I was
Walking
like, what are you
Sam,
talking about?
but it's also a blind box, so you could end up getting shit on and just getting a bunch of chibi baby blue ox.
Cutthroat just had a pretty good point right here. This is stuff that I don't think about that is very possible that is happening.
They're making the cards.
Yeah, that's very possible. I could 100% see that.
Which one's more behind? That's the real question.
Well, I think it's kind of like their priority is the core set for the printing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they already have all the money they're going to get for the Seance Pin Club right now. I mean, maybe they get a couple extras. Like, I don't think MetaZoo's not making any sale. If anything, Pin Club's going to make some sales and make more money off of it. I think MetaZoo's made all the money that they were going to make off of it. So they're not concerned. Streamer kit, I like. Cutthroat's just coming out with all the hitters. I got one of those I'm waiting on too.
I mean, this is why we keep Cutthroat in our corner here. He knows all the facts, man. He knows all the behind the scenes stuff. He uses a different part of the brain than me for sure.
Prediction is that they're all on the same ship.
No, but I like it. I mean, as a consumer, as everybody who knows me knows, I'm upset that these keychains are not in my hands yet. Yeah. But now that I've seen the teasers for the blisters for Seance in Target and Walmart, whatever, I really want those in my hands as well, because I still need a lot of the Hateful Eight. I have not pulled cards that I need to pull, and I feel like I might have a chance again, or a better chance even, at these blisters from the big box stores.
I agree.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we should just
hop on stream.
Kicking off. Have Shane join, and we'll be good. Then I'll be the odd man out. You guys both got beards, and yeah, it'll be an unbalanced podcast.
This is weird. Well, I mean, what other products are we thinking about here? So there's PFP boxes, which
I mean, I bought one. I think you said you bought one as well.
Me? No, I bought more than one.
You bought more than one? I don't remember who it was that bought one. Oh no! Why would you do that?
Me? Because I think honestly, I mean, I might kick myself, but because they were expensive, definitely bought like
I don't even remember.
They were $100 each.
Oh yeah, why did I even buy one?
But what gives me faith in those things is how excited people are for Topps Chrome. I have to assume that they are very similar to that. Very similar to that.
Cutthroat, who's making the PFP cards?
MetaZoo, I think.
Oh no. PFP boxes are being packed this week. Andy said soon.
My investment is coming.
Soon could be like October. That doesn't mean anything. The keychains were soon in last October. It's 6 months past now. So,
well, I mean, it is what it is.
So I did not see this, but I saw on my homepage of YouTube an Argos Anonymous video that said something about toy prototype. So I'm assuming it was about this now.
He's saying something showed up on eBay. Like what? Like a glimpse?
I'm assuming on the MetaZoo store. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, no, I have not seen it. but I'm sure I will soon. Are you pulling it up?
I'm trying to be Ian here and go online.
You don't know what you're doing.
No, I have no idea. No clue. I'm not savvy.
It was a toy prototype that was given out at the gala. Do we know, was it given out to like just like one person? There was just like one prototype? And is it like the person who got it put it up on eBay to sell it? Like now I'm kind of curious for more.
I don't know. I couldn't find anything. I'm really bad at that.
Ooh. Dad just sent it to us. Let's see. Let me see if I could be Ian for a second here.
Yeah, pull it up on stream, bro.
I don't know. I don't want to hit something and like everything.
16-minute stream is all we have.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he definitely sent it to me, but I don't know how to pull it up here. See, this is why we need Ian on the stream, because
we're just a couple of
Deadly
bums.
and I, we barely know how to turn our computers on.
He makes the magic happen.
Yeah, he does. This is not good right now. But it does look pretty cool. It's just a white, no painted Cumberland Dragon little statue, basically. It says it's 4 inches tall. But yeah, it's just an all white albino Cumberland Dragon toy. And it looks pretty cool.
I think that's got to be part of the prototype that they just didn't paint it yet. Didn't color it.
So the different toy prototypes were hidden around the gala. This is the first one to hit eBay.
So wait, so was it just like a glimpse, or was there possibility of purchase? And they just didn't say anything.
Ooh. I like where your head's at, Dad. I like where your head's at.
Don't give me any stupid ideas.
It's better than putting a ring on it, you know what I'm saying? But
he's avoided for 7 years.
Dodging bullets over here.
Except for one.
But no, so they were just giving away prototypes for eBay blisters.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Huh. So people were just drunk having like a scavenger hunt in the basement of this club. Sounds like.
It was in the basement?
That's the way it was described to me. I wasn't there. I don't know. But yeah, they told me it was in like the basement of the building, essentially. But no, that's kind of cool. I want to know what other ones there were, and if we will ever see, like the final versions of these. I know we only see the one prototype so far, but still, like, will we see the final version of that Cumberland Dragon, and where will we see it?
If they have a continuation of it, yeah. I mean, I feel like for the most part, they're pretty good at like when they do have a product that they put out, that they follow through with it. I think that I can't remember which one it was, but there was one that like they like were like, hey, we're gonna do this, and they just haven't yet. I guess it's the best way to describe it, and it's been like a long time.
What is it?
I just told you I can't remember. I can't remember.
Just say it.
I can't remember.
Because I remember I thought that once.
Plushies or toys?
Because I thought once, and I brought it up, and it was toys for me. It was toys. I forget which one it was now, but I remembered at the time when this was happening. And I was like, yeah, we haven't even seen this toy yet. And Ian was like, yeah, it was at one of the, like, I don't know, Collecticons or something like that. It was like exclude. And I was like, oh, that's some bullshit.
Well,
Sometimes
I feel like they gauge, popularity. Like, so if they get something that's like a hit, like it hits off really well. So the toy Geek Hut or whatever.
These are two things that they
that one,
mentioned. This, and
that's the more recent one. Well, yeah. Let's not get too mean right now, because those definitely were very recent. I was thinking about like a more mainstream product line than like something that was like, hey guys, like we're just gonna put together this like envelope and give it to you for
one of Mike's random before bed thoughts so that he tweets out type of thing.
He wakes up in the middle of the night. He's just like,
it's like, oh my god.
And then he wakes up. He's like, I can't believe I said that last night.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
And he's like, we're not doing that, dude.
I bet you Andy's signing on to all of it.
That's probably true.
Do it.
The Hello Kitty guy's like, no.
Yeah, Invasion Toy. I mean, they came out with was that Sinkhole? A weird Sinkhole Sam version?
But yeah, so that's the one that I was thinking of, and it was a specific Invasion Toy that like we saw again, like a prototype of or something like that. And that's what Ian was like, yeah, but he's like, they had different ones at different conventions.
They only had one. They only had one.
No, they had the Sinkhole at New York, but they had other ones before that. They had them at like Collecticon,
really,
or something like that, or like maybe even like San Diego Comic-Con or something. I don't know, but they're. It's exactly the product that I was talking about that time, but I don't remember. I had the Beastie in mind, and it wasn't Sinkhole.
I think they showed us they gave us examples of a couple of them,
like,
and then they only went out and rolled out one.
It might have even been like what's that? The purple blob thing. It was something like that. There was like a Poltergeist, Sinkhole Sam. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there was one of that was like that purple blob thing, that blob of Philadelphia or whatever, something like that.
So they always have a habit of picking the weirdest ones. So like,
but anyway, I didn't even ask you our original topic. Did you buy any of the Topps products?
No, I did not.
Do you plan on buying any?
No, I do not.
I was gonna say payday's tomorrow. You never know.
Yeah, I'm not really, invested in that at all. I think, like I said, I liked watching it for a little bit, and like, there's nothing I'm gonna do with it, dude. What am I gonna do with it?
People are gonna hate me right now, but somebody once in a trade sent me a bunch of like Top Series 1 cards. Yeah. They sent me literally just like their whole packs. You know what I mean? Like the bulk cards and like the hollow hit or whatever. You know what I mean? No, this was before Chrome, so I don't. Oh, this was just like the tops, the regular Tops. You know,
that's a Chrome thing.
And yeah, and I just threw out every card, but the hollow ones.
Wow.
So I only have like 4 cards. I was like, what is the point of these? I was like, I don't want a Wallapalooza Topps card. Like
yeah, and I always thought I have like
3 or no 4 or something like that. One of them is like a hollow Salem's Witch, and again, the hollow is just the border. So it's a hollow Salem's Witch. I think I just have a regular like Nightfall Mothman. I just liked it, so I kept it.
Well, yeah. And then Key Beasties would be, okay, I guess.
And then they had one for the comic book covers, and I got chapter 1 and chapter 2 in the trade.
Remember. I think you showed me those, and I was like, "Oh, what? This is kind of cool." But
those are the only ones I still own to this day. Those are the only ones I still own. The rest are in a landfill somewhere. Collecting dirt.
Yeah, in South Florida.
Yeah, somewhere in South Florida. But so yeah, I saved myself the trouble, and I went to Target.com, put like 4 in the basket, and was like, I'm gonna hate these once I get them, and decided not to buy them.
Yeah, I mean, how much were the things at Target, the product at Target?
20.
Because the other $20. I mean, if that's
20.
just $20 and like, I guess like if you can resell it and make some money off of it, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Otherwise, like, I don't have a binder.
Where I don't see where the value is gonna come in. Right now, it's new. Everything sells when it's
the
new.
serialized.
In MetaZoo, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. There are so many serialized. The only difference is the number and the border. You know what I mean?
Like
there's
different arts, but I don't know if they span along like the serialized ones. Like they may have them in the non-serialized. They just have different arts of different ones.
I got you, but I don't know. To me, it's just like, yeah. I see. Cutthroat that's where my head's at right now. Buy a couple spell books and get some fusions instead.
Because I didn't get enough.
I like these a lot more than I would like any Topps cards. Is that
the magma and the cosmic one?
I wish I had the magma one.
Or the dark ones.
I wish I had those too. These
you just have those in your hand. You're just like,
no, they're on my desk. They're on my desk right here. I just got them yesterday, so I've been looking at
out of your pocket.
deck ideas. No, so I've been looking at deck ideas, but it's actually I got two of them. I got one of each. Yeah, which way is my camera? From Cutthroat there. So thanks for that trade there, Cutthroat.
If anybody wants to trade me for fusion auras,
don't hit up Dudley ever. Hit up me.
I will always give you plenty of stuff.
No, if you're watching this, always hit up me first, and if I don't want it, I'll say, hey, hit up Deadly. But before that, make sure you go to me first. It's the lightning one and the forest one.
See, the forest one though, I mean, regardless,
I like Forest Earth. Forest Earth has stuff there either way. For a Sasquatch deck.
Let's go into a little bit of a topic here. Let's go to a little topic. I have so we are all super excited about these fusions, right? Right? Like that's super major chase right now. If you play MetaZoo, those are the cards that you want.
Right? I want more, yes.
Okay. And by no means like Prismora, neutrality, possession, like they all fall in the realm of that. Each of them in a different tier of how badly you want them.
Yeah, I have no possessions. I'm still looking for them too, but I don't want to pay too much.
I wrote it off when everybody was like, "Oh, it's not that good," and then all of a sudden it's
for towers. It's good. For towers, it's good.
Yeah, because you can mimic the.
Oh, somebody's in the waiting room right now. Oh,
sick.
Kids are fun.
So, Ian, we were talking about, we may have to fire you.
No, you definitely. I will throw my children under the bus, not literally.
Aww, that one. But they're so cute.
Yeah,
children.
My oldest has been doing they call it a farm and forest class. She's been going out and catching turtles and salamanders and stuff, and she was so excited that
Matilda.
Is that what happens in Matilda?
Matilda, she goes out and finds a newt in the river. She brings it into class and she's like, what is that? Get rid of it.
Yeah, well, she's so excited that she was staying up telling me all the stories of what she did today in class. So, fun stuff.
Can't cut that off. You're cutting out core memories for the children. You can't do it.
We also decided that we might replace you with Cutthroat since he's so knowledgeable.
Yeah, that's fine. He's
knock stuff over
MetaZoo Archives, so makes sense.
The Cutthroat Archives.
He was kind of talking. He was talking some shit about you.
I got a YouTube video channel you can take over, Zoo.
Yeah, you can just stick to our channel. So we were about to talk about something Fusion Aura related because we already completely shit all over Topps Chrome.
Why? I wasn't even here to defend it.
Yeah, we were just going back and forth, feeding off each other. Like, yeah, screw that shit.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, I bet it is.
That's the only thing that Deadly said that was good about it was that it was
Yeah,
pretty.
it was like,
Look at the fucking ghost train.
I mean, I'm a fan of Ghost Train, so but
yeah, you
but that's
just hit the weak
I
spot
just
for
like that.
MPA.
Yeah, you just
Of course I
picked
did.
like
I
a
know what I'm
card.
doing.
What are you gonna do for me? Which card?
For you,
Is there a light elemental? Is there
I don't think
a
there
hollow
is.
not until October time frame.
Well,
For
here,
you, oh wait, hold on. I think I know for you maybe. Where'd it go? Do I have?
He
I don't
he
have it in
mentioned one of
silver.
your cards. He mentioned one of your cards specifically.
mhm.
One of the like the Cryptid Cam ones I have pulled. Blood Ruby's cool.
That was
that's
Deadly's first favorite card. That was Deadly's first
Yeah.
favorite card in
Yeah,
the game
that's-
was the Blood Ruby.
That's
You like the
that's
Blood Ruby and the
that's card I
Chaos
picked for
Crystal.
you.
Yeah, they were cool.
I don't have
But
my
Deadly
reflectors
likes
in here, but
Deadly likes your Quets.
Yeah.
oh, the 99 of 99 cats, yeah.
yeah.
Love that
It's
card.
like one of the only ones that like even the serialized number is like cool. You got like I heard somebody tell me like what they specified as like cool numbers. You got like
169 and 99.
well, there's more in there. You get so many ones, maybe like an even number one, like a 10 out of 50 or whatever it is. Like there's specific ones
Yeah.
that hold a little bit more value. But I have a question about it though. Like what made them choose Cryptid Nation again? Like for like the third time? Is this a third drop for top?
It's just because it's a
It's
different
the-
product
yeah.
line.
Third tops product. But yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just they're going Chrome. They're kind of abandoning the base tops line, and then starting over with Chrome.
But Cryptid? And what is it? Series 0 because it's the first series of Chrome?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
I don't know. I'm here for it because it's the first time I'm collecting tops. So I'm excited and everything. Like even the base.
You
cards-
never had like Topps Chrome Pokemon back in the day?
No.
I had Topps baseball cards and they were all garbage.
Poliwag.
No, this is my first Chrome
So-
product.
Topps.
Ever.
Topps. So I collect baseball cards too. I mean, not currently, not like recent. Back in
Yeah.
the day, like literally, I have like everything from the '90s and the early thousands and stuff.
Yeah.
Topps were trash compared to the other companies.
So trash. That's what I connect in my
They
head when they
were
come out with
trash.
Tops. I'm like, did they pull them out of a cereal box? Like the green one? Like you remember the green ones that came out of the like Raisin Bran or something? That's like I swear, like I would
Yeah.
like
Tops was trash. But
This was
anyway,
so bad.
so
I
I'm
do
gonna
have a
ask
cereal.
Ian. I'm gonna ask Ian a question about Topps. Ooh, that one's pretty dope.
This is the X refractor. Of course, my green
So-
screen's on. So
Yeah. So, but I'm going to ask you the question, Ian, that we both kind of commented on already.
Yeah.
All right. I like that one too.
they're pretty. I'll send you.
And-
pictures.
And then I kind of want to go back to what Deadly was going to say because he was about to ask or get on a topic about fusion auras, and I don't know where he was going with that, and I kind of want to find out. But my question to you is, where is the value going to be in these when everybody has 7 serialized cards because there's a million serialized cards in the set?
I got a red one, but I have the
Like
blue
what?
one.
Like
The
what?
reds aren't
Like what was the
serialized,
point
you
of
idiot.
doing? Like what's the point of doing that? It's like almost like it's not rare because it's so. I don't get
there's
it
still-
personally.
So yeah,
Exploitation.
it's more attainable to have a serialized card than say a core set, right? It's actually relatively easy because the blasters from Target seem to be pretty packed with them. I opened 5 blasters and got 4 serialized out of it, and from what I hear, that's not uncommon for what other people are getting as well. So I ordered 3 more. It's addicting. They did it. No, I get what you're saying. I think it's going to come down to there's definitely going to be serialized ones that people aren't going to care as much about. your Tripodero, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna care about the Tripodero.
I literally
there's
said
a
that.
serialized Tripodero.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's serialized Tripoderos, serialized everything.
That makes no sense.
But your
Someone gets like a serialized cactus cat, and they're like, "Did I really just get like one of the worst ones?"
Yeah, you did. The things with Topps.
Join the club.
Hey,
Join the club.
MetaZoo Keeper is
Join
on
the
point.
club.
MetaZoo Keeper.
That's now 3-1, Ian. That's 3-1.
It's 3-1. So the thing is, Cactus Cat I think will be fine for Topps because it's not necessarily tied to the usefulness of the card in the game.
I mean,
Right,
I sold my hollow Cactus Cat for like $200 or something like that. So people like Cactus Cat.
People do like Cactus Cat. So I think you're going to see a wide range of what these are worth, and it's going to be, you know, your Sam St. Clair, your Entered Cold, your Mothman, Chaos Crystal. Those are going to be the top tier, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to go down the line to your Tripoderos and Cactus Cats, and you're probably going to be able to affordably pick those up serialized.
Yeah.
So I think we saw, was it a 1 of 5 Mothman sold for $3,000 this week?
It makes me sick.
I mean,
it's black bordered.
That makes me want to go buy
than I would.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
And you have.
But the thing is, here is my luck though. I would go buy these. I would pull it. By the time I go to sell it, the prices are down already. That's what would happen.
No.
That's just my luck.
You just look at the lowest price and then you drop it by $100. You are exactly why the market crashed.
This isn't true. This isn't true. I mean, it's somewhat true.
For $20. Yeah. I don't care.
It's maybe fully true.
Oh, it's true.
All right, it's 100% true.
Yeah, well, I'm in exactly that predicament right now because I got mine early enough that I opened them and I could have gotten them on eBay at a higher tier, and they are dropping a little bit. That's what we always see. So now I'll probably end up holding on to them for a while.
Back to Fusion Auras real quick. I bought.
Did we ever start on Fusion Auras?
No, well, kind of. You weren't here. Okay. So, I bought because again, Cutthroat gave me 2 of the 4 that I have. You know what I mean? And I wanted the play sets of them. What's that? No, it's
Fulgurites?
No, 2 are the electric, 2 are the.
And they're not even in
forest.
top loaders. They're just in penny sleeves.
They're going to be shuffled. They're going to be out of penny sleeves.
You won't bend it in half right now.
I won't bend it in half. But so I hit up this dude who is selling. He still is selling every single Fusion Aura on eBay. I won't say his name, but if you look up the Fusion Auras, he's the only one selling every single one of them on eBay right now. And I messaged him. Catch them all collectibles or something like that. I don't know. Something like that.
Publicity.
I don't care, man. So I hit him up and I was like, "Yo, can we work out a deal if I'm buying 2? Like, can you just lower the price of like one of them a little bit or something like that to make it like more reasonable?" Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Nah, man. Like, I can't really do that. I'll lower it like $3, like something like." I was like, "All right, whatever." Like, like. I'm not going to argue. Yeah, I'm not going to like try to argue with this guy. Whatever. I'll just buy him.
How much were they, if you don't mind me asking?
So
125?
No, I bought I think it was the forest one I got for like 138 or something like that. Or one I think it was 138, and that's the one he dropped a few dollars or something like that. And then the Lightning one I got for like, I don't know, 97 or something like that.
Okay. I was going to say, I think I've been seeing them around the 90 to 110 range.
But the day after I bought them, and again, I messaged this guy, spoke to him, had a conversation with him, didn't really want to budge. I wasn't going to push him too hard. He dropped like all the prices to like $87. I was like, are you freaking serious?
He's like, I got that last sale. I don't care anymore.
Literally the next day, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like,
dude, send it, return it, return it, and buy another one.
I could have waited 12 hours and paid less money. Are you freaking kidding me?
Well,
and now the only one that I want, not the only ones that I want, the ones that I want that are obviously I want the Magma. That's the most expensive one right now. They're like $300, give or take. You know what I mean? but I want the spirit ones. I have a deck idea in my head, and I need the spirit ones for it. And those are the only ones that are still like $100 on this guy's page. The other ones are like 85, 84. Yeah, I need 2 of those. So I want to know where Deadly was going with his fusion thing. So Deadly was like, all right, let's get on topic here. So what's your topic, Deadly?
Yeah. Well, I think
Awesome.
maybe
I'm done.
no, maybe we had kind of gone into like touched on it just a little bit the last time we talked when we talked about them, but they are supposed to have fusion auras for every aura set.
It
Correct,
will.
right?
So
Ultimately,
that is
I know
correct.
it's gonna roll out
That-
forever, but
ultimately, that is correct. Ultimately, they want to do that for Aurifacts as well. So again, the same way like this set had no Aurifacts, they might eventually like I don't know. Next set might have fusions again. The set
it
after
won't.
might have Aurifacts or something.
So War will not have fusions. They've already said that.
Okay.
I doubt SCP will. Because I don't think SCP is being treated as like a core.
so sick. They made literally the worst fusion auras ever. Like the only one. No, like what am I?
Part of it
What
was
am I
to make
doing?
the
Dude?
set better, though. Part of it was to make the aura type of Earth better. I'm sure.
Right.
But
it's going to be
they do plan on making more.
Yeah. So you'll even see when they do the spirit set, you'll see Spirit Earth again. It'll have a different name, but
I just think that these are absolutely like gonna be in a long enough timeline. These are gonna be the cheapest ones, except for maybe the Magma one because of the Piazza and maybe some interactions. I personally think they
after
will be.
Tower. I think after Tower, Piazza.
I
I think after this Tower, Piazza, and that fusion will be the same price as everything else.
I think everything's going to lower definitely, but I don't think it's going to be the lowest of all of them. I think what you're going to see with all of the different aura sets, this is the Earth set. We're going to eventually get a Spirit. No, okay, I can't say that about Spirit because Spirit's going to be useful no matter what with Morpheus. You're going to get a Lightning set eventually. You're going to get a Water set eventually. You're going to have some that are amazing, and you're going to have some that don't have any use. So you're going to see a spread of like Magma, Vados, and what's another one? Unearthly, Stratum. They all have use right now in the game, whereas
because they are the ones. They're the only ones.
Right, so you're going to see a spread now of okay, these are incredibly useful because you have cards that can proc off them, or you have, Love, which is Water Earth, or Tommy Knocker, which is Spirit Earth, and you don't have anything right now that is. Well, no, there's one new giant that's Lightning Earth, right, in the release event boxes.
It's a forest.
It's a BC. No, so the giant is a forest Earth. No, the Lightning Earth is a BC deity.
Oh, okay, it's a deity.
Nope. So okay, so here's where I'm.
But
confused.
still, there's a Lightning Earth.
I want to use him in my. I want to use him in the spirit, the one that I need the spirit aura for. Actually, it's going to be a tricolor deck. He is a BC deity, I believe, but he has like a bonus with like BC spirits in the arena. So that's why I want the spirit. So that's why I want the spirit one. I want to do a tricolor deck with lightning. It's going to mainly be a spirit deck, though, honestly. Yep. But yeah, I got some cool ideas for it. But,
awesome. And there's a new spirit lightning card in native as well. I forgot the name of it. But no, I find these to be some of these to be incredibly useful, and I don't think the price is going to go down on them too far. And I feel the same way about when we get the lightning set or say the dark set.
I have to think that with the interactions of other cards and other auras, I think that these Earth ones are going to be lower tier. I really do. I mean, you're very on point with having spirit and lightning because those are the ones, and then water as well. Those are the ones that have the Morpheus. They're the ones that have the dampen. They're the ones that have Thunderbolt.
So I will say also though, kind of like how Ian said with Morpheus for spirit, how it's always going to kind of be viable. If you got 2 prisms and 2 fusions of this, you could always Boulder Bash. You could always Rock Rain. You could
Yeah, and
always.
It's good to bring direct damage into a deck, yes, which is, but I mean, if Flame comes out, then I'm just going to be dropping Flame with Spirit, Flame with this, and then you got all the direct damage. Earth is really not a super strong aura type, as in my opinion, right now. Still,
I think right now, it is. This is completely my opinion. I'm just gonna say that first. I think right now, Earth is probably the strongest aura type.
yeah, because
and
they
it's
got
just being
fusions
slept
for
on.
everything.
Yeah, that's 100% why. But I don't think it's being utilized to its full capability. I don't think anybody's actually like cracked secret sauce yet, type of thing, and like use these fusions to their full capability. There could be 4-color decks. There could be 3-color decks. Like they made this now a whole different thing. And I think that I think Earth right now, in the moment, is the strongest aura type there is.
So, kind of going back to the topic of last week's episode, with this break you have until Flame, are you going to spend time to play around with that?
So I already I
Just Earth in
messaged
general.
I messaged our teammate. So like I just said, I want to build that tricolor deck. So that's one thing I want, but I do need those spirit fusions first. But I ended up trading 2 of our teammates. Shout out to Tankeray and shout out to Tree Block. And I also got in the mail on the way to me, I don't have them in possession yet, the light fusions as well. And I cannot wait to try to play. I'm going to mess up his name here and say it the way I want to say it. I want to play Achialababa.
I think
I
that's
can't
actually pretty
wait.
close.
It's the Flame one.
No, the light Earth.
Oh, the bird.
Achialababa.
The
I
deity?
want him, dude. I want
is
to
a
play.
deity.
I want to build a deck with that guy so bad.
The 3 and 3. That's a heavy cost.
You're a heavy
It's a heavy card, man.
I know I am.
But yeah, I honestly do plan on playing around with Earth. I think we're going to probably see a lot of it at Caster's Cup.
Yeah, because
it's got the fusions.
It's the fusions, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, being able to splash in so easily.
I don't know how to pronounce the card's name, but Ian's going to know exactly what card I'm talking about. I need to get these cards also. I now have the fusions for it, but I don't have these cards. I want to build a deck with that stupid fucking spider.
Jin.
Oh.
Jin.
Oh, cool. So, just flash a 19 on us.
Yeah, how about a native spoiler one?
Oh my gosh, what the?
He's a true collector. Let's see more of your Topps Chromes.
Did you pull that? Did you pull that one?
I pulled this one in in New York, yeah. And what I realized now, looking at this, is
that's fire.
This has the. Oh wait, does it have?
Should I rip my spoiler?
Yeah, you should rip it. Do it.
Mine's in my car.
I have to take it off eBay real quick.
Mine's still in my car. I just realized
it's in your car.
Yeah, all my stuff from Towers is still like the promos. Like I have the promos in those packs. Like
this
in my
could
dashboard.
be my first fusion. This could be my first fusion.
Do it. You don't have a fusion yet?
Do it. Rip it.
No. I don't want to.
Rip it, Deadly.
Yet?
Rip it. Deadly.
I'm going to be very upset.
Just rip it in half.
What would
Let me just pull it off of eBay first real quick. Oh, you want me to rip it in half?
No, that was a joke.
Here's some content for us. I will pull it off eBay and we will rip it.
Watch Deadly pull a magma right now. I'll fucking lose my mind. I'll lose my fucking mind.
I'd be so happy.
Or a Piazza.
No, I should.
Deadly.
I should everyone.
Deadly pull a magma or a Piazza. All right.
We doing it?
You're doing it. How much do they go for?
I had mine list for $5 lower than everybody. It was like 45.
Oh, it's not bad.
But yeah, it's not bad.
For the content.
All right. We're opening it.
Damn.
Bro, if I have a token or something, I'm going to be so
I bet it's
mad at you guys.
Spirit Aura.
All right. It doesn't feel hollow.
Uh-oh. Does it feel like an Orca token?
It's a token!
He's sweating right now.
Token.
Well,
Hey,
at least it's got
giveaway.
a stamp on it.
We have a giveaway right now. We have a native token.
Comment deadly
Cornfield
in the
token.
comments. Comment
Who's in
deadly in the
here?
comments.
Yeah. Does anybody want this as a giveaway? Let's see it in the comments below. Who wants this? Who wants this?
Cutthroat. Sam.
Yeah, Betrada, I'm coming over. You're feeding me. I mean, coming over for dinner tomorrow night.
That's funny. That's funny.
You know what? I'm about to send that to you, Matrada, because you apparently are the giveaway. You're the giveaway king.
I'm parked. I live in an apartment complex. I'm parked in a visitor spot right now, which reminds me I probably should move my car later when I take my dog out. But
just go to the bathroom while you're at it too.
If I was parked right here, I'd probably run out and grab my spoiler pack right now, but I'm not.
Sick. I'm so happy I did that. So happy. So happy.
I bet you are.
I knew that too because I saw him getting ripped the whole day. What collection? I don't have a collection.
You're putting that in a binder.
Yeah. Dude.
Do it.
Actually, that reminds me, Deadly. You have a binder that you owe me.
I owe you?
Yeah,
didn't we do
UFO
this?
Is it the Nightfall one?
Didn't I?
No,
I thought I gave it to you.
I gave you the one that was a part of the trade.
I have that. No, I do. I know. I thought I gave it to you.
No, it's all right. But
are you sure? Well,
if
if I didn't, it's literally in my closet. So you send me one of your extra fusions, and I'll send that up to you.
There's no extra. I wish I had extra.
We got extra corn tokens here.
I really desperately need the Spirit Fusion, the Flame Fusion, and the Dark Fusion.
How many times
after that?
Yeah,
I don't care.
I think that's the first time I've said it. For you to request trades, MJ.
I'm not requesting nothing. I'm just saying I need those. That's what I'm getting next. That's what I'm doing.
If I had anything,
either way,
if I had anything beyond a playset of, well, I don't even have a playset of those, but I'd totally help you out.
Of which?
You can borrow my stuff if you need it, but I have the.
Oh no, I'm gonna own it.
I know that's the problem is you want to own it. Whoa, I do have it here. I didn't realize you took it out of my binder. You've seen the Magma, right?
Oh yeah. You showed that in New York. You can't even see the thing on it.
The black ink didn't work very well on that one, but
still cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the other topic of this episode, I guess we should get into since we're almost an hour in now.
Money
is the MPN. And like I said in the beginning of the episode, which Ian, you were not here for.
Thanks.
I am completely. Oh yeah, you should watch it. We talk about how much we hate you.
Great
but I mentioned how I pretty much don't know what's up with it. All I know is that they're trying to reward the players.
If you want, I can read the 3 posts. There's 3 posts that I see here.
Please do.
And then also there's actually more above it as well. Oh wow, hold on. There's a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff they dropped about the MPN.
Yeah, so April 21st. In May, we will be introducing MPN points. So it hasn't even started. It's starting next month. These are points that are gained by participating in organized events on the MetaZoo Play Network and can be used to purchase MetaZoo products and other exclusive items at no dollar cost to you. Join the MPN now, blah, blah, blah. Below, it has a 4-point list, and it says 1, caster participating in an event, 5 points. 2, MZO judging in an event, 15 points. Yep. 3, stores throwing an event, 50 points base for at least 4 players, then plus 5 points for each additional player. So basically, if you have a tournament or a match or whatever that goes on for 4 or more players, you're at base 50 points for every player, or is it for the winner?
50 points for the first 4 players, and then 5 points for each additional player beyond that.
Okay.
So if you're running a medal event, that's 25 people roughly. So
Yeah.
21 times 5, that's $150 roughly.
Yeah. Number 4 is if a caster gets first, second, or third place in any event, they get plus 20 points, 25 total, plus 10, 15, and plus 5 points for 10 total. It says these points will be added automatically based on past events and events leading up to the release of the MPN points, so long that they've occurred on the newly released MPN system. Points do not apply to casters who drop out of the events. So that is highly, highly important.
I like
information.
that.
Last one.
Yeah,
I like it too, because anyone who drops,
you don't even
from
get the 5
event,
points.
Yeah.
Yep.
You are a bum. Like, if you're dropping from an event, you're like, you don't like the game. You're in it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
you're way too competitive.
By round like 4 or 5, I knew I had no shot at tower.
Mm-hmm.
I still played the whole thing. Like, I still love the game. I'm there to play. Why not play? Like, I already took the whole day off, booked the whole day, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why not just have some fun, meet some new people, see some interesting stuff going on with decks?
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make sense to me either, but everybody's got their thing, I guess,
Yep.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So
I could keep reading, and you got something?
I was going to say, it's farther down the line, but it's kind of important for the conversation or whatever. Each point is worth $1, essentially.
Yeah.
So 5 points is, you're getting $5 for participating, $15 for judging, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and it has to be on the current new MPN. So, like, hypothetically speaking, for any of the games that me and MJ played down here with, Matrata being an MZO, those would not, because there was not this rollout yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And it goes live on the 1st. Yeehaw. All right.
So it's in a few days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Oh, wow. I keep thinking like May is so far out, and it's really not.
No, it's literally.
Yeah, we were talking about that too, how it's the end of April and our keychains aren't here yet. But anyway,
You're the only person that's still bent out of shape about it.
Hey, I'm still over here too. I will co-sign that.
Deadly literally emailed them for a refund in like January, and they still haven't even responded to him yet.
No, they responded. No. The thing is they responded, and and I didn't have a quick enough rebuttal. I mean, basically,
okay.
no. So basically, what they said was, they're like, "Hey, we have a 30-day return policy," and I'm like, in my head, I was like, "It's a pre-order. You guys are like if you guys take 3 years, like there has to be a different timeline for pre-orders to base it off. Like." Yep. Not 30 days. It should be, hey, if this product doesn't come within a year, you are eligible. Instead of being like, well, you didn't get it in 30 days. You can't get a return on your money. I was like, of course I didn't get it in 30 days. Nothing that you pre-order is coming in 30 days. So that was my rebuttal. But basically I was just like, okay. Let me know then. Thank you.
That's funny.
So yeah, I think they said something about like March. Coming in.
That's funny. I don't even remember where.
It's like classic like introvert. You're thinking in your head like, I'm gonna say all these mean things. Okay. I'm sorry for bothering you.
Yeah. Let me know how much longer you want to step all over my face.
So Deadly. I real quick want to go back to something that Ian asked. because I forget where I was going to go, even though
Are we
I
done with
was
the
going to go
MPN?
somewhere.
There's more to talk about for the MPN points.
Yeah,
Still.
there's like
Oh,
three
okay,
more
go.
books.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let's continue with that then.
Yeah, maybe if you actually like read stuff before an episode, you would know that there was more.
Nah.
Don't worry. I looked on it while he was talking to see, and then only until we started talking, I was like, "Oh, there's like 5 posts here," and I was just scrolling up. All right. So the next
Yeah,
post,
maybe if Cryptid Nation News released some news, I'd be in the now.
Oh,
instead of just showing off your Chrome hits.
Hey,
Yeah.
I can't
This
even.
is the pool channel now.
I'm just gonna let you. I have to take it because you're right. I got my tower video out. That took a while.
Yeah, and I wasn't mentioned anywhere in there, so I mean, shitty video. But all right,
I'm pretty sure there was a video of you in there at some point.
it's like I'll real quick
course.
go.
You're just as important as all the other casters.
Yeah, right.
I was less
none of
important
us
than most of those casters. I was at the bottom of the list, man.
All right.
So anyway, Deadly, read me some announcements here.
Got you. So a continuation on April 21st for MZOs judging an event. It will be 15 points for apprentice MZO and 30 for master MZOs. So, Mr. Matrada, you can make $30 every match you MZO.
Woo!
Value.
So, I have to say that post instantly pissed me off.
Why?
Because I have been waiting for a master MZO exam since December 20th of last year. It got postponed for the holiday and then never rescheduled to this day. And I'm not the only one waiting for it. People are asking for it in the chat all the time.
Well, you know what I say,
We only
Ian,
want,
don't you?
we only want Matrada.
I don't care about Matrada. No, I love Matrada. I'm sorry, Matrada.
Well, Ian, it sucks to suck, man.
Please don't unsub. No, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, like I feel like I have the knowledge to become a master, and then to say, okay, hey, masters are going to get this additional reward,
And they don't even. Yeah, no, I get what you're
but
saying.
you have
yeah.
no avenue for becoming a master unless you. Matrada, I believe, was in the one group that had the exam.
Yeah.
So like it's cool that they have that tier system. I agree with that, right? Matrada,
But there should be more accessibility
should
to
get paid more for
gain
being
that tier.
master. Right? But there's been no accessibility to gain the next rank in close to, I want to say it's been 7 to 8 months.
It's about the same amount of time of my Seance Pink Club.
Yeah, where are the keychains?
Yep.
The exam is being shipped with the keychains.
Yeah, they're in the same boxes.
Anyway,
Oh,
so
man,
yeah,
that's
no,
funny.
I was immediately set off because of that, because I'm sore about it, but it's pretty cool.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's
It will
not
eventually
okay.
happen. will eventually
Such as MetaZoo.
Yes. At least you got your Topps Chromes on time.
Dude, no lie. But that's because MetaZoo wasn't in charge of distribution for that. So.
That was a question. That was a question
we
before you
talked
got
about
here.
that,
We
too.
were just like, did they?
We were like, if we had to guess, Topps was in charge, and they were. That's what Cutthroat confirmed.
Rollout was
Whatever
beautiful.
retailer you got it from. So I got mine from I don't remember the name of it. David Adams was selling them. There was another card shop that's well known that was selling them, but MetaZoo didn't sell them direct. So if you bought Topps Chrome, you were buying it from either directly from online retailers or directly from Topps.
So it wasn't on MetaZoo Marketplace?
Nope. So I pre-ordered ahead of time. I had them on my doorstep on release day because it's a company that actually has
Does stuff
years
right?
of experience with distribution.
Well, no comment there, but
The silence was comment enough.
no comment there. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, Deadly, what else we got for the MPN?
There's definitely like I think 3 more posts here.
There's a bunch.
I'll continue the MZO on all points described above, which were the 15 for apprentice MZOs and 30 for master MZOs. All points described above will be available for a sanctioned event with an MZO present. So, yeah. We'll move down. We will also be introducing a new section on the MPN focused on writing articles, Cutthroat, related to MetaZoo gameplay and all other MetaZoo related subjects. Getting your article published will generate 100 MPN points. Well, that is probably the greatest, way to like subsidize your or kind of like subcontract your articles and your publicity. We don't want to write articles. So we'll give you 100 MPN.
Yeah, we'll give you $100 to spend on, I assume, the MetaZoo Marketplace if you get published.
Yeah.
So
Maybe I'll spend some time writing some more articles for the archives.
I won't.
I've seen your writing. You can't get published.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I graduated high school. You know what I mean? So I'm lucky to be here, guys. What else you got here?
Ian already mentioned that every MPN point is equivalent to $1 US.
Yep.
Then you got some native thing, and then here's the breakdown. And I think this is the last post for the MPN.
This one's pretty cool.
So this one says, with the new MPN system, we will have top ranking casters gain MPN points passively. The passive points will be generated for the account on a weekly basis as the following breakdown. So basically, it goes with your placing, and the passiveness is basically like if you hold the rank on the MPN, you will be allocated specific points, I guess, on a weekly basis. So first place is plus 200 points. So if you are first place every week, you're literally getting $200 generally speaking, to buy like MetaZoo products and stuff like that, which is pretty freaking sick.
Which is going to help
on top of the points. Yeah, on top of the points that you won already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, getting to that first place is gonna, ensue you making some like whatever store credit, money, booster boxes, whatever prizing you get. So that's pretty cool. And I can go down the list real quick. So you got second place is plus 100 points weekly. Third is 75. Fourth is 50. Fifth is 45. Sixth is 40. 7, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. 13th through 18th is 5. So the cutoff, it looks like, is top 18. You get a passive accruing of points.
How come for this it's the top 18 and for a little tournament it's the top 30, 36,
32,
whatever it is? It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I mean, technically, if you want to get into semantics, the ruling for the size of a tournament should
dictate the top cut, right?
The top cut, exactly. So the amount of players that have been in like these last two towers, there really only should have been a top 18 or top 19, 18.
That's kind of what I was getting to with that. Yeah. Like this makes more sense for the way like top cut should be. But
who wrote the rule book? MetaZoo.
J. Logan Dick.
Yeah.
Did he?
Well, I think he helped edit it. I don't think he was like the initial writer. I don't know who initially wrote it.
Literally do whatever they want.
I'm assuming Mike, maybe.
I don't know how much gameplay interaction like he does.
No, you're right. That's true. Actually, I don't know. I really don't know who initially wrote it.
I think it's in. I don't have one handy. I think. Oh, I do have one handy right here. I think there is like a contributors list in the book. This rule book was written by Elliot Evans, Emilio Soto, Kevin Cote, Logan Dick, and Michael Waddell.
So he was involved.
Yeah, but he's last on the list. So I'd assume that's order of
involvement.
Involvement.
Contribution.
Yeah, it's possible.
He made the game, so we might as well throw his name on there anyways.
But I will say, this makes me want to get out and play the game more. I'm very
absolutely.
much, I'm very much a webcam person. I'm very much a let's stay at home, not piss off the wife and kid, stay in the house, and once they go to sleep, play some webcam games. You know what I mean?
And
This will.
you're near a store that does multiple events a week, aren't you?
They do 2 a week. One, I believe, is sanctioned. I don't believe the other one is.
Gotcha.
But still, that's still a sanctioned event a week that I could go to. And yeah, I've kind of I wanted to go last week, but I forgot I had an event. I think I'm actually busy the next 2 weeks as well on the weekend. It's the downfall of moving closer to family, is I now have something all the time. But I do plan on getting there now sooner than I probably would have to try to get some points, because it's a sanctioned event with a judge, and if you get first place, you get more points, things like that. So yeah, it's incentivizing me to go. I was already intending to, but now I really want to go. Now I'm going to be showing up more often. It's just going to happen. I'm going to save up some money on the MPN and splurge it all at once,
What's interesting to me is if first place is getting 200 points per week, who's going to be able to catch up to them? Nobody.
So,
You'd have to,
here's my thing.
8
though.
games at first place within a week to even keep pace.
But to me, that something like that, and this is just how I view things. So it's not accurate, anything like that. It's just an opinion. They're like saying like, so and so is winning in life compared to me. So and so is making more money than me. So and so is like, it's not a competition. Like that's not. Yes,
this
they're
is
first.
100% a competition.
Absolutely a competition.
No, but it's not though. It to me, it's not. Like I would much rather win Casters Cup than be first place for 5 weeks on the MPN. To me, that's whatever. To me, that's whatever.
It's
but
free
winning
money.
the Casters
You do
Cup,
well, you get to
holding
the top,
that,
and then
that's the point.
system
It's
of
just more
reward
money.
keeps you
That's
at the
exactly
top without having to do anything.
But it doesn't necessarily like. I mean, it does. But
That's
like
exactly
at the same
what it would
time,
do
like
if
I'm
you're a
saying,
winner with 3 points.
Matrada definitely.
so again, but just like all right, so again, take like money and salaries for example. I'm going to use the guy I call him because it's his Instagram name. What's his name? El Presidente, the guy from Barstool Sports. He can easily do a bet on sports, and this is how he makes his money. A lot of his money. He does sport bets. A bet where like you and I, if we put $100 in, we'd maybe get $5 back. That's not that good of a return. But when you're doing it with $20 million and you're still making 150 grand or something like that, it's good money. Why am I going to compare myself to that? It doesn't matter. Like that guy in first place, he's going to keep taking off. That's cool. I'm not going to compare myself or judge or whatever. Like I'm not, like you're saying, I'm not going to catch up. There's no point in that. He's just getting more money on the MPN. That's cool. He could keep buying product that he doesn't even need anymore. Like it doesn't even make any sense at that point. I'm not going to get myself worked up over that. I could still focus and win Casters Cup and hold a title for a whole year, win $1 million. You know what I mean? Like I'd much rather that. I'd much rather the cash than some NPN points that like I could spend on a few coffee mugs and some you know what I mean? Like whatever. Like I really don't care about that. That's like a pissing contest to me, honestly. It will help out here and there, and I will appreciate the few points that I get, and I will use them. I don't plan on being number one. I'm not trying to be number one. I want to win Casters Cup rather than be number one on the MPN. That's just me personally.
Yeah, I think it came from a misunderstanding on my point that the points are separate from
ranking.
What
does ELO stand for?
It was developed by Arpad Elo. The inventor of the ELO rating system.
Mitrata, tell us, what is ELO?
No, it's literally the dude's last name.
Oh,
The ELO system was invented as an improved chess rating system over the previously used Harkness system, but is also used as a rating system in association football, American football, baseball, basketball, pool, table tennis, and other various board games and esports. So it's just, I guess, a standard for determining who the
Yeah.
first place
got
is.
it.
Best people.
And also,
Words are hard.
even depending if anybody was to like, rate you on how many MPN points, Trementic makes a good point is if you do use them, do they deduct from your thing? So eventually you could go back down to a bank of 0 MPN points.
So I'm assuming, again, we don't know, but I'm assuming the money will go down, but your points on the network will stay the same. Like it'll be two separate things. Like you have like almost like an account and your points in a way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like it. I like the system. It's a cool idea, and it does,
Again, I think it incentivizes people to play. I think that the people on the top will stay on the top, like you were saying, type of thing, and all that stuff. But I don't think it matters. That's just my point. Like I was saying, like the 1% of the world are going to stay the 1% of the world. We could still make money and do our thing. You know what I mean? Like that people in the top 10 will stay in the top 10 in MetaZoo, but we could still do our thing. And just because you're number one on the MPN,
gotta love an underdog.
Just because you're number one on the MPN does not mean you're going to win the tournaments. It does not mean you're going to win Castier's Cup. It does not mean you're the best player in MetaZoo. And that's just like, all right. So Paul, Deadly and I are both, or were both, I should say, Call of Duty players. The people with the highest rankings on Call of Duty are just the people who play the most amount of hours. Doesn't mean they're the best players. They just play more time and rank up. That's it. But you could be a much better player with a lower rank. You know what I mean? And that I feel like that's what's going to happen with the MPN.
Yeah. Well, I mean, early on, you see people like I saw people being like, hey, I'm first and constructed on the MPN before they did this rollout. And I was like, what does that even mean right now? Like how many, like just because you get to play like every weekend with your buddy who's an MZO,
that's it.
Like I can barely get a game together down here in South Florida that isn't like 250 miles away from my house. Like, so of course I'm going to have no MPN points, or I'm going to be ranked super low on the MPN. So I think this, it has its benefits for like the players and, incentivizing, but you're pretty on point with that. The ELO will definitely, will help as well, but that's still also people who get to play more, You could be some dude who's like really good. What if Sean never played another game until the tournament? He just practiced with his buddies and he went, just kept dropping on the MPN. And then all of a sudden he goes into another tower and he just destroys and wins. And he pops up for a little while. And then he goes.
And I'm sure we're going to see that. Like, I'm sure there's going to be those people. Like, for me, for example, I was a kid who cut class every day and I'd come on test day and ace the freaking test in school. You know what I mean? Like there were people who had to show up every day, take notes, and study to get a C. I was missing class every day and getting A's. You know what I mean? So yeah, like those people do exist. No, it's actually true. So
my cousin was like that too.
Those people exist in the world. You know what I mean? Like I'm not that for MetaZoo. I know that, but like those people will exist, and and they'll only show up for the big tournaments and they'll win them, or come top cut, whatever it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, you won't see their names elsewhere. They'll be playing Flesh and Blood or fucking Magic or something like that. The rest of the time.
Or Rise.
Yeah, or Rise.
Rise.
But yeah, I like this point that I already highlighted. I'm going to bring it back up real quick. That Trementic said that I will say
Sounds like a
Some of
quote
the
from Barney.
no, it is very not to make fun of
It's true,
it.
absolutely.
It is a very basic statement. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when he pulled that up, I just started thinking about when Deadly and I first started playing this game. It was a lot of fun.
Hell
We
yeah.
over time became competitive players.
I love you for Betsy. I'm sorry.
We over time, Deadly and I. Oh, I didn't mean to highlight that one, but we over time became competitive players. But that's not how it always was. We were casual players at first. We were doing all the fourth walls. We were doing, you know what I mean? And the game was fun. And if it wasn't fun to begin with, Deadly and I would not be where we're at now, and we would not have turned into competitive players. The reason we turned into competitive players was because we had fun with it. So I think that's why we became obsessed, because of how much fun we were having. You know what I mean? Like, that's it, really. So I do agree with Tormentic that, like, yeah, it's fun to be a competitive player. It's not only a competitive game, though. It does have a casual aspect. It does have a fun aspect. You can play multiplayer. There's all these other things as well. We are just competitive players now. But, like, yeah, go and have some fun with this game. Go learn some of the cards. Go do some different things. Then worry about placing on the MPN or what, you know what I mean? But, like, yeah, just have some fun and, like, play with these cards. And, you know, like Ian was saying too, make some earth decks. You know, do something different. You know what I mean?
Get out of your comfort zone.
Which now brings me back to the point. I'm gonna bring it way back now, about, I don't know, 40 minutes back now. Ian asked if we were gonna mess around with some decks in between towers, and I answered, and you did not, Deadly. So,
well, actually, I mean,
and by that I mean constructed, not like tower format.
Well,
exactly.
I was going to format tournament. I was going to bring up the forest one. I think it's like the LVX has a tournament that's getting pretty big right now. Mm-hmm. And I pulled out all the cards, and I do want to, I was very interested. I had some ideas going, and I wanted to mess around with it. And I thought about that. But if there's a tournament that has, some Terra set or some fourth walls or something, maybe that isn't a tower format, I need a little bit of a directive sometimes.
So,
because I can
so here's my question then to you, because I had a feeling that's what you were going to kind of say. It was like, nah, fuck it, whatever. How are you planning on preparing for Caster's Cup? And like,
I watch a lot of gameplay videos. Then that's what I'll do. Gameplay. There's
only like two people making gameplay videos. So
I watch a lot of them. No. Well, what I'll end up with, well, we have a team. So cut the answer right there. I'll play with everybody
on that though. But that too, you're building towards the environment most of the time. Caster's Cup, there is no set Terra. You need to add Terra to your deck. What decks do you have right now that could win?
Flame is strong. I'll just copy your effigy deck.
But that deck doesn't work anymore with this new format. I don't even have a deck.
I think it's still relatively good. I personally would make like a straight flame and maybe drop in maybe something else, but probably straight flame, because I think that your spirit interaction, as strong as it is, it's the slower side of your deck. So if I'm going, direct damage, want to beat them up, I feel like your spirit slows your deck down, even though it is a very powerful part of your deck. So I think like, what's his face? Shrifty, who won Immortal Tournament. He did fireballs. That's literally what I was looking at, because don't get me wrong, like I may not have played the tournament, but the night before I was looking at everything and I was like, I think fireballs, I feel like effigies are still viable right now to just, control the board and deal with their beasties with direct damage, slow them down, and just have the points ticking down. So I still, read the cards, still play around with ideas.
So
but I get it.
I think we need to do like what is it called? I even forget the name of it. Terra only. I think we need to do a Terra only tournament pretty soon to just like see where we're at. You know what I mean?
Well, technically that's what it was, Immortal, but I don't have enough native cards.
Immortal always has a set environment.
The
There's
last one
always a
wasn't,
set pseudo. No, there was.
Was there?
There definitely was.
What was
I'll pull
it?
it up right now if you want. Yeah, so let's see. It was, where am I going here? So, not that.
Boom.
I don't see it. What is it?
Coming out. Shot fires. He said there wasn't. I
there
read
wasn't?
it. It said no pseudo. It said nothing. That's why I was like,
oh, then that's the first one that's the first one ever that there wasn't.
I agree with you on that. He's had one every single time, but I remember seeing that like the couple of days before, being like, okay, so no Terra, no nothing. I'm not doing anything.
One nematode. I'm gonna call you out here. Do your job next time. All right. Anyway.
Demetrata?
No, nematode is the guy who runs the Immortal Workshop events.
And it's also from Doug Funny. It's also from Doug.
That's true too.
I don't know if they're actually real things.
So Wayward, with this question, I think it's only worth testing the 3 times if you're practicing for towers. That's just my personal opinion. I don't see the reason to otherwise. Tower format is completely different than the normal game. And in my opinion, honestly, it's like I get what they're doing. I see that they want the Terra bonuses. I see that they want us to all test out different aura types. So they're doing it for the way they're doing it with the auras and everything like that. But I personally believe in a way they're like distracting us from like their World Series. Casters Cup is the World Series of MetaZoo. And they're getting us all used to this format that we will not be playing in the World Series. So it's a little odd to me in a way. So I think its only purpose is for towers. I don't know what they plan on doing for Casters Cup. They might surprise us and be like, hey, day 2, the Blitz pseudo environments or 3 times Terra bonuses or something like that. They might do that. Who knows? Yeah. But for day 1, either way, it's going to be Terra only, and we need to be prepared for that. And I think we're not doing enough of that. I think we're not doing enough of deck testing and experimenting with new cards and stuff like that. Like, we got a whole new set native. Everybody's only messing around with Earth cards because Earth Tower, and now Flame cards because of Flame Tower. There's a little bit where people for a week looked at some Forest cards, and now they already forgot them because they're moving on to Flame. Like, nobody's building a Ukatina light deck right now. Nobody's doing it.
I mean,
nobody, and like
some casual players are doing it, but it's not super mainstream.
There was a tournament that Tuffy was at right after Native came out, and the top 3, first, second, and third place all went to Uktena spellbooks.
Okay, so I misspoke here. All right, but
you're wrong
still,
again. You know what?
I'm just trying to make the point.
Just end the episode. You keep being wrong.
Well,
show up on time for an episode.
He's not wrong. Like, like people are hyper focusing in on the towers, and I've already practiced at least one night doing a 3 times bonus for Flame, looking at potential Terra bonuses that they may have, taking a look at
it wasn't on our practice night. I just want to call you out on that. You practiced and didn't show up for practice, but okay.
Well,
anyway. Just calling you out. Just gotta let the audience know how big of a piece of shit you are sometimes, but that's all right.
Sometimes.
Sorry, you guys could call me out, and I hope you do when I deserve it. You know.
He felt
My
attacked
dude,
in
what's
this,
up, Tuffy?
in this episode.
Wait, Stuffy here?
Yeah.
Hey, Tuffy's here. Just talking about you.
Talking shit. No.
That's what I wanted to bring up. What Wayward said is the fact that he said they wanted to talk about the holistical changes.
This is what happens
Me and
when you have
MJ are
two
both clicking
admins
on
on
it.
this account. Yeah.
They may not even
I'm
do
sorry.
it 3 times. I mean,
Yeah,
I think that they will keep it, but
So I do not
don't know.
think it will change before Flame. I personally don't think it will change the whole tower format. So
they're going
if
to do
you,
something different.
because all right, Deadly, you were a player at Towers along with me, so you could back me up on this.
Mhm.
If you submitted your deck list, which you obviously had to do on the brand new MPN, there is a whole format for Towers where you have to submit the deck list and it like auto checks the 60% and all that stuff. Like, I don't think they're going to change the tower format. Yeah, I don't think they're going to change like the tower format. I think that's pretty much set in stone for this like season. Let's put it that way. This is just opinion based and everything like that. But like they're pretty much like, I feel like locked in. Let's just put it that way. Like they're stuck with this format for this season at least. Like they're just running with it. It seems like, and they're not going to budge. Again, this is my opinion.
Holistic changes that they're going to have. I want to know.
So, you know, there are some that believe basically that Rhinelander was too expensive to get to. So tying it to the Hodeg Festival, you're going to have low turnout. So, you know, there's some that believe that, okay, maybe they're not going to adjust things as much or, you know, and it was just simply a way to say, okay, we're not going to hold it at Rhinelander without saying we're not going to hold it at Rhinelander.
Got it. So it's just them being PR.
Yeah. And you know, it sucks for the people that are in Wisconsin in that area, but, you know, I'm not upset about it, right?
Yeah, Arbiter was like, it's just as hard to get out as it is to get in. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
But no, you know, I hope they make changes. I don't think it's fully set in stone because I do think that the first 2 towers, you know, we've seen issues where there's like 1 or 2 spell books that dominate. So there's not a lot of variety.
So I don't think it's set in stone. I think it's locked in for this season, though. I don't think they're going to switch it midway through. Again, just because I already used the World Series reference and stuff like that, that would be like midway through the baseball season. They're just like, yeah, you can now play with 15 people. Like they're in the middle of the season right now.
So you argue that people compare a 2-year-old game with a 30-year-old game, Magic, but you are now comparing. I don't complain
about any of that. I don't complain about any of that. I don't care about. I don't even know how long Magic's been. I don't like Magic. I don't know nothing about it, so I don't compare it to anything.
1992.
But you can't hold it to the same standards as a 100-year-old franchise.
MetaZoo sets themselves up enough for us fans to fucking hate them. I don't think that they're going. I don't think that they're going to set themselves up for another reason mid-season where they're like, "Hey guys, so we know that you guys lost those other towers because of these rules, but we're going to change them." Now, midway through the season, I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't see that as a negative.
Like that,
I see that as a positive. I would not be upset about that.
Yeah. And then the people who top cut or whatever, like the winners of those tournaments are like, how come I had the fucking difficult ones then with these shitty fucking rules? And now you guys get the easy ones? Like,
if the changes,
I don't think it would happen. I don't think it would,
if the changes work,
fair.
It would put it into a position where it requires skill. Okay, I need to be very careful with what I'm saying here because I do think that the people that made it top 32 are skilled players. However, both at Water Tower and Earth Tower, there were a lot of complaints from people that basically it was luck of who goes first. That needs to kind of go away. And that's because of the 3 times bonus and just being able to
there are other things that you could do to stop that. quick one is you don't draw your first turn, something like that. Like those are things that have been brought up before. But
That's an
again,
overarching
That's a
game
hardcore mechanic that they're not changing.
no,
Yes.
again, no. But again, no, I get that. But I don't think again, I think maybe next year for towers, it's going to be a whole different thing. But for
Yeah, most
this
likely.
year, I don't think they're going to change it until after Casters Cup. That's just going to be. I don't think they're going to do it.
I hope they do. I'd like to see day 1 constructed, day 2 pseudo for towers.
But how? Okay, no, I actually like that, but I think what they need to change is the 60% rule in a way. I think that is what's making everybody's deck almost the exact same thing. If you even
100%.
change that by 5 or 10%, made it 50%, the decks would be totally different. There's so much more room for variety. But everybody is forced to do the most aggro, what we could do, what we could get. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like forced to do that right now.
The aggro is a result of the 3x Terra bonus. It's not a result of the 60%.
Well,
but
I think it's a little bit of both.
One of the arguments that I saw for how they should change it wasn't necessarily change to 60%, because I do agree with the majority of your cards should be the aura of the tower, and that kind of fits the lore of MetaZoo and towers and all that. Include the aura, include the basic aura as, if you have water aura, those are water cards towards your water spellbook limit.
See, I like that idea. I do like that idea. But I also think that if they just made it 50%, that's still the majority of your deck is going to be that one aura type.
Yep, that's the
like
point.
you're not. Yeah, you're not. So even so like if you do 50%, you're not going to have 50% all neutral cards. Like no, you're going to have some lightning cards for lightning in a bottle, some neutral, like that 50% spirit for the spirit tower will still be your majority deck. You know what I mean? Just because it's half the deck doesn't mean it's not your majority.
Yeah. Good. Teffy's saying the same thing that we kind of come up with for this too, is that the game only has so many sets, so there's only so many cards for a given aura in the card pool that you can choose from.
Yeah, and again, I get the point where like it's cool because like never before would I have played Tehion. You know what I mean? Like really,
Ever.
I mean maybe. No, I'm not saying that. Like I'm pretty sure Deadly even had a deck in the past that had him in there. But like not everybody again, but majority of people were playing Tehions at Earth Tower. If we were able to have 50% cards and throw in some different, it probably would have went differently. You might have seen some other viable things, But for Wayward here, I think we're all in agreement that we want the tower format to change. I think the only thing we're in disagreement in is that I don't think it's going to happen before next season.
I don't even know what I want.
I think we all want it to change. I don't know exactly how.
His shot at the Master MZO.
So I don't think we all know how we want it to change,
Yes.
and I don't know if we all agree on how we want it to change, but I think we all do want it to change. One thing I hear kind of commonly with players is, again, the 3-time Terra bonuses, but like it's kind of like if you wanted those Terra bonuses, like print them on the card. Like, like why are you making us do extra math now and stuff like that? If you want these Terra bonuses to be crazy, make them crazy. That's the one common thing that I've heard across the board with players is like this 3-time Terra thing is kind of stupid. If they want to make the Terras more viable, make them more viable. Like, why are you leaving that up to us to do in this tournament fashion? Like you could have just made them printed more powerful, And I think that's a lesson that kind of MetaZoo has to take in the future, which kind of at the same time does go against things that they've said, such as like Cryptid Nation will be our most powerful set. If they have some Terra bonuses that are like plus 400, it won't be the most powerful set anymore. But at the same time, it does kind of line up with how they want the game to go in the future.
I think Native's giving that ideal and run for its money as it is. I think Native is very powerful, the cards that we've seen.
It is a very powerful set. Yeah, it is. No, you're right. It really is.
We have cards with Destroyer now, like
And
accessible
I've,
cards
I've,
with Destroyer.
I've
Well,
said
it's
this
not
a number of
hard to
times.
pull, but I mean like easy to play.
Hard to pull.
Hard to pull, but
native kind of flipped the game upside down in a way, and I mean that in a positive way. Like, it changed the game. There's a lot of different things to do, and again, it made Earth strong, which hasn't been the whole series. But I also think, again, that the Towers is messing that up, and it's ruining the release in a way by people not experimenting enough with all these cards and playing enough different aura types and figuring out new combinations and building 4 colored decks or 3 colored decks or whatever it is, because we have these fusions now. I think everybody's just focusing on Earth when Earth Tower was out, Forest when we thought Forest Tower was going to happen, and now Flame because Flame Tower is going to happen. Yes, I get that somebody did win with the Ukatina deck or whatever it is, but we're not seeing enough. I don't know. What's a new Cosmic deck? What's the new meta Cosmic right now? I don't know. I've never heard somebody. Give me
I
the
had
Spirit
a lot
Fusions.
more. I was having a lot more fun with gameplay when I was seeing other people playing tournaments and there were not this like set like Terra bonus, all that crap, 60%, because you were really getting to see like a window into the eyes of like where the meta was going, where like what cards were really cool interactions. And I don't think that focus is happening right now. Clearly, not hard enough, because the really good players, the really, really good ones, they're like MJ's saying, they're probably focusing in on the next 2 months when Flame's coming out. Like, they are hyper focused because it's money. It's literally a payday every single one of these tournaments. So why would I not spend all of my effort and time interacting with those cards and
maybe I'll not do any towers and just be the only one prepared for Caster's Cup. I don't know.
Well, there's also there's another set coming out before then, right?
Yeah, there's one other set and some
One more?
ancillary products before then. Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day,
August, I believe, right? It comes out in
whatever
August.
you're
What is
looking
it?
for-
Which set is it?
I
War.
believe War is August. Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah. So that's the one that comes out before it. But yeah, I'll still, so the way a lot of these competitive decks work, as I'm sure both of you are aware, is like when the new set comes out, you kind of just tweak it with like a few cards, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
make
want to
it
go
better.
back and build my dark deck now that Native's out.
See, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff with this new set that could go in there. But that would be me for Caster's Cup with War, essentially. Is like, yeah, I got a fucking competitive Terra only deck. You guys are building your Flame Tower deck. That's cool. You're gonna bring that to Caster's Cup with you? It ain't gonna have those Terra bonuses. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna have those 3-time Terra bonuses. So
Stay away from my bunnies.
It's kind of stupid to me in a way. Granted, I'm participating, but it's kind of stupid to me. That's just my opinion as a player. As a player, I think it's kind of stupid.
I think that it is a very, very, very aggressive tournament. It's it's a little lopsided, like we were all saying. I think that they could have easily been like, hey, these Terras are active. These Terras are active for Earth Tower, and you have to have 60%. At that point, that makes complete and utter changes to what you're going to build out of the deck. People are not going to be throwing 8, 10, Tenny Hans. You know, people aren't going to be like super heavy on like whatever, like this Burrow BC or that one. It literally would keep it in the format or in the spectrum of Earth, but it wouldn't actually bottleneck you into like, well, there's these 2 cards and these 2 cards and these 2 cards. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I don't know. Something's got to give though. Eventually.
Well, we've been harping on this topic pretty long.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's apparent. It's relevant. It's something people are talking about. You know.
No, absolutely.
I do agree. Something's got to give though. I thought it was fun until I like was participating in it, and I was just like there's no like wiggle room really.
Yeah.
Like
I think Earth Tower was worse than
so again,
Water.
one of the reasons I love this game and I find it very unique is like the creativity behind it. And this goes for every TCG in a way, but for MetaZoo specifically, because you have the added fourth walls and the added pseudo environments and all those things, somebody could come up with a very creative deck. And I used to play the game, and even if I was losing, I'd be like, whoa, that was cool. Like, I never saw that before. These combinations and blah 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 blah. That was a cool way for me to die. In Towers, it's just like I'm just getting smacked first. like there's no, again, like Ian said, like I'm not trying to put anybody down, but there's like almost like no skill involved. Yes, you had to come up with a deck. Yes, that you had to know how to play that deck and everything like that. But it's just like you just got cards in your hand and rolled the dice, and
it's not necessarily your ability to build a deck. It's your ability to actually play the game of MetaZoo and problem solve as the game's going on. They give them that guaranteed. These people know the game extremely well and are phenomenal players, but they're like building a deck. They may not be top tier. There may be somebody who comes out with some wild deck build that they would never have thought of, and they would have been right up there in the top.
So for winning Towers, I don't believe that means you were the best player in that aura. I just don't. For Caster's Cup winning that, I think you're one of the best players in the game, though. You see the difference there? It's like Towers. I think anybody could almost win Towers in a way, not literally. You know what I mean?
So I do want to highlight what Tuffy's saying, right? Is and it goes with what Paul's saying, is that you have people that know how to play the game really well, and those are the people that are consistently topping these towers. You have Noah Duncan, you have Abel, you have Logan, Herman. There's a few others that I'm
Easton,
made it to top 32 in both towers. So there is a level of skill involved, but if you make mistakes, it's unforgiving in that format.
Yes. Yeah. No, 100%. And it definitely shows in that regard, where like if you make one mistake, that's it kind of thing in Towers. But at the same time, I stand by what I'm saying, where like the best player does not win. You know what I mean? Like you just said, Herman is a great player as well, and he tops in every tournament. He very well could have won. He very well could have won the Earth Tower. You know what I mean? There was nothing that made him not win besides just like the luck of the draw, or like whatever being it was, energy, whatever, you know what I mean? But it was kind of just luck in a way. It was kind of just luck. It's kind of who rolled out first in a way. But I'm like, again, both of them probably would have beaten me. I'm not saying skill's not involved, but there is a lot of luck involved. Caster's Cup, where anything is free, anything is viable. You could do anything you want. There's no 60% anything. That takes way more skill to me. Winning that tournament is going to be way harder than winning a tower to me. It's going to be less luck, more skill. Tower is kind of 50-50, luck and skill, you know?
Also, I mean, every single time that I went up against someone in an Earth Tower or Water Tower, I generally knew what I was going to see on the other side. When at Caster Cup, I was going up against, Forest.
You don't know until you saw.
I was going up against Cosmic. And I didn't know until I saw them put down their first aura. And then I had to be like, all right,
you didn't even know what it was. You'd see like a Cosmic aura, and you're like, all right, is it going to be a Swarm deck? Is it going to be a this time? Is it going to be a? You see Lightning, you're like, all right, is it a Dingbell deck? Is it a Quetz deck? Like,
it's
you don't even know.
I know I can save this card in my deck because they're gonna have this card. But if I have cards in my deck, like when do I play the Righteous Reckoning? Like when am I gonna actually use this Banish spell?
Not for nothing
should I use it for this or that?
This is a personal thing. I get that. This is not a MetaZoo thing. This is an MJ thing here, 100%. But I fucking hate not having a deck with like automatically bookmarks and fucking like you have to like sacrifice that stuff. And like Caster's Cup, I don't have to sacrifice shit. I could put my New Year's, my fucking bookmarks, my whatever I want, throw it right in there and stuff like that. I personally just hate that like I have to like literally sacrifice stuff that's like in every single deck that I've ever played. I'm like so used to doing it, and now for towers, it's like, no, sorry. Everything you learn, throw that out the door.
This is
But again, that's just a me thing. I know that for sure. Like I'm not saying that's a MetaZoo thing.
No, I've heard that feedback. I'm really excited to see what happens if they keep the 60%. I'm excited to see what happens for Lightning, because your Lightning in the bottles will just be part of your 60%.
Yeah.
So is that going to be
For Lightning? It's going to be wild. Yeah. We've mentioned that once before. I think in the team chat. But yeah, that will be a fun one for sure with that.
Yeah.
I'm excited too for the neutral tower. Like, how is that going to work? The traveling
I
neutral
think it's
one?
floating, and it's supposed to be on the online client eventually, right? Isn't that how they're doing?
Yep.
But are you going to build a 60% neutral deck?
If I'm excited, I've already have ideas for it. So
yeah, he just
your headless chickens. I know.
And
Here we go.
Have you seen M? From
M is dope. Yes.
M's dope.
Yeah. M is dope.
And with the streamer kits, if I'm right, and he is one of the box toppers or special promos or whatever from the streamer kits, he will be CN promo eligible.
Wow. That'd be pretty epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely am curious on that though. But again, that'll be next season. But I'm very curious about the neutral one for some reason.
What do you mean next season?
Is everybody going to be?
Machado, you're coming to Dallas with us.
Because there's no neutral tower this season.
Oh yeah.
There's none happening this year.
It's not slick. Yeah, you're right.
So I'm assuming. I mean, they could do a pop up if it's anywhere. If the client, you're saying it's going to be on the online client,
available this season. But yeah, it would be unfeasible to release a client, which is probably going to be buggy on release. No offense to any of the developers. It's just how it works.
No, that's just how things are. Yeah.
And then try to run a tower immediately would be a horrible idea. So, yes.
Hey, I mean, having a set release and letting the cards in the tower the same week sounds like a horrible idea also, but hey, it happened. So
Whoops.
And here we are, still people without any native in hand. But anyway, anyways, yeah, I don't know what else to talk about really, because we have been talking about this for a little bit now. I think we already spoke about all there is to speak about with the MPN as well, which was the topic we really were on. If either one of you have anything to say about the MPN though, and the point system,
I may build a constructed deck if looking for some MPN points.
Do it.
Well, how are you going to do it? Because there's like nobody
and UFO.
I mean, no. But I mean, how are you going to just where you're located? There's no
online.
The online events count.
I think so. Some of the bigger ones, some of the mainstream
just not for as many points.
I assume for the same.
Because doesn't have to be sanctioned.
I mean, if you have an
online
MZO
or not,
the event, isn't it?
Online or not sanctioned, either way.
Well, no. I guess then I will be counting on going to Ocala. I don't know. Meeting up with Tank. I don't know. I'm not going to have eligibility to these MPN points very easily. So no constructed for me. Who wants to get on TTS and practice flame?
See, but I was kind of making that point because I think it will help incentivize getting people to play in areas where it's not happening as much right now. If they know they could also get like product and money and points and stuff like that, people might want to play in those areas now. Or like even stores, because he said the stores get some money, or like the organizer or whatever it was, like they get points as well or something like that. So like even like the stores or the organizer or whatever it is could use it to get product and stuff like that. So I think it could incentivize maybe people in your area to start playing more where you can host events. What are you guys doing over there? Are you guys just like reading the chat and stuff?
No,
Well, actually,
I
saw Epic to put. Don't be surprised if another tower is pushed back. I hope that isn't like
like the flame one.
Like real. Like,
I hope, dude, if the flame
tidbits.
one is pushed back too, and it's like 3 months before the next one, just cancel the rest until Casters Cup. You know, like what's the point? Like you're just not doing the schedule that you made.
They're doing the Collecticons now. They're going back to Collecticon.
Yeah, just only at Collecticons. That'd be funny, dude. That'd be real funny.
So this is a good point for the MPN thing. Is they're going to be doling a lot of money to these players that are playing actively.
So, but back to my point, and I don't think Tuffy was in the chat when I said my point. Yeah, if first place winner has 7,000 points and $7,000 towards the MPN, he's not even going to want to use them. What is he going to do? Buy his 30th coffee mug? Buy his 7th duffel bag? Like those points are just going to collect and stuff like that. And he's just not going to use them. Or MetaZoo's not even using them.
You're going to have ancillary drops on the marketplace still, even if they're not going to carry core products. So you're still going to have Revive dropping. You're still going to have, whatever they're doing with Whip, Pin Club, etc.
That's cool.
So
and you can rip open and find chase cards and resell.
So you're going
still,
to be going just a little harder on those side sets than you were previously if you're making that much money on the MPN, taking the limited supply away from others.
I see what you're saying. I just don't think it would turn out that way personally. But I see where I see where with what Tuffy's saying in the chat here, like I'm sorry, this one is what I meant to click on.
Exactly.
I get that, but
fine product
again, the stuff that's on the Play Network is stuff that other people don't want to buy from you because it's accessible everywhere. If it's on the MPN, that means every LGS has it. That means every partner has it. That means I still think like people are going to have those just collecting on their MPN. I'm going to think of it almost like a video game currency. In the very beginning of the video game, you want that currency. You need those, let's just say money. You need that money. But by the time you're about to like beat the video game and the credits are rolling, you have 7 million in your bank account and you don't even know what to spend it on anymore. You know what I mean? It's just kind of how these things work in a way.
Spend it on limited drops in mass.
But see that I get, but even that, like there's limits to when you buy now. So like you could add 10 in your cart. Okay, you bought 10. That's $250 or whatever. You still got 17,000 points or whatever. Like you're not. It's still gonna. There's still gonna be a lot left over where they're not forking out all that money.
And I know that they did say it was like equivalent to $1, but hypothetically speaking, they can be like, hey, if you're using actual cash, it's $150 for a booster box. But if you're using the redeemed MPN points, it's actually $5,000. You know what I mean? Like that's obviously an overstatement.
They could do,
like
they could be doing.
If you're using that, it could be $500 for a booster box, and then your MPN points just aren't worth $1. But I
don't think they'll do that, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
They could do anything they want, but I don't think they'll do that.
It's to counteract what they're doing.
I just think like, hold on, I'm just gonna pull it up right now because I have not been on the site. So hold on, I just want to do this.
MetaZoo Marketplace.
Yeah, what's even on this thing?
buy
the same, the bathing suits and
bathing suit.
the
That's what
water
I'm saying.
bottle.
So what are you gonna do? Buy that? Is that what you're gonna buy
They're
right now,
great.
Ian? Ian, if you
Binders.
win, if you're on first place for the next 6 weeks, let's say,
I
what
just told
on
you
this
I
site?
would save it up and buy ancillary sets that are dropping. I don't understand this.
Oh.
Like,
He
you
didn't hear
don't
you.
buy
He's
the
just listening
fucking
to himself
swimsuits
right
and
now.
coffee cups.
Ian wants to buy. Ian wants to buy the UFO eater sleeves. That's what he wants.
No, I would actually buy Bear Walker.
Okay. Okay.
I would do
So
that. I would buy 10 of those. There's $2,500 right there. I would buy,
What
10
what if it's not
revives.
eligible for those specific products? Maybe only core sets.
Then the MPN points are useless.
well, hold on. I mean,
No, I'm not even kidding. At that point, they're useless.
no. All right. So does Bear Walker drop on the MPN?
Assuming that it's true that core products will not drop on the marketplace going forward, that would render the MPN
Yeah.
points useless.
That's what I'm saying.
Gear.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what am I going to buy? A coffee mug, some F5 keys,
And
a
you could
a playmat.
actually,
Like,
it makes me think of back in the day. I used to do these surveys on like Sony's website, and it was broken to where if you did like 3 surveys, you could buy God of War 2, and they'd send it to you, like the PS2 game. This was like back in the day. And I would do that. It would take me like 10 minutes to do all the surveys or whatever. They would send me a copy of God of War 2. I would go to GameStop and I would just trade it in for like $30 because it was popular at the time, and then use that. So you I think Tuffy said sell the shirts for $10 a shirt. Buy a bunch of stuff and then just undersell it.
Yeah.
but so as somebody as
You
Okay,
love
I
that,
get this
MJ.
all.
I don't think
I
it will
get
come
this
to
all. I have desirable MetaZoo things that are hard to sell.
Yeah.
Like what?
So
I
I mean,
said
I get what
that. Sell me something.
player stamped cards.
What would you like?
Why is that desirable? When I can get the
for
same
a
card
col-
non-player stamped for like $2.
Yeah,
so
Mr.
so
Top
for a
Chrome, why are
collector,
they collectible?
for a collector, would you rather a player stamped? Let's just say the one that I have, the player stamped full hollow lightning in a bottle, or would you rather a $10 shirt that you're gonna get
I
30
saw
and fucking? It's harder. It's not going to be as easy to sell
I
these
saw this
things
guy
as
being
like
sold.
I think you guys are thinking.
$85.
I saw one of these guys being sold for $85 on
Yeah.
Facebook the other day, and I was like,
I
these
missed
print
it.
runs are super low.
It was
Deadly,
sold
how
by
much
the
did you
time
get
I
yours
saw it.
for?
$50. And then I traded for this one. I traded somebody like I can't remember what I traded, but I was like, oh, I traded him 15 Hero Quest 2.0s for this. So equivalently $150.
Tuffy, nobody's even paying $5 for those t-shirts. That's why they're still on the MPN.
What's an MLM guy? Am I offended? Should I be offended?
I mean,
MLM.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is either. But don't be offended.
Multi-level marketing.
All right, maybe be offended.
Listen,
But yeah,
if you get one guy to find 2 more guys to sell your stuff, and they find 2 more guys to sell your stuff,
I'll make
You
a
got a whole
dollar.
business.
They make a dollar.
that's funny. Just a little pyramid scheme, nothing wrong with that. As long as you're at
After
the
the
top, it don't
podcast.
matter,
Let's set something up. Build our own.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, I just don't see it. I know I'm the odd man out here, but I just don't see it happening that way personally. But time will tell. Time will tell. And time will tell how long it takes them to fix it if it does happen. The same way time will tell how long it takes them to fix the towers now that monkey's out of the freaking bag too,
7 months.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's where
January of next year when the new
keychain.
season rolls out. Oh, we'll probably get those keychains before tower rules change. That's my prediction.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So in a few years.
Dude, if it takes a few years for keychains to arrive, I mean, I'll probably quit MetaZoo by then. I'll probably be done by the time I get them.
For me, all I have to say is that if I have floating like orders that have not been completed, I am less likely to buy more products later on. Like as of right now, like I'm like, yeah, native, I'm gonna
It's
buy
already
more.
happening. It's literally already happening.
I'm just,
Like,
you
I
know,
did
not as
not-
interested in investing any pre-order money when I have $1,500 just sitting over there waiting, you know, to get it.
Yeah, and like I've personally opted out on some ancillary products because I'm like, I'm still waiting on my other ancillary products. Like, what? They're like, yeah, but we have this one right now. I'm like, yeah, but what about my one from 6 months ago? I don't care that you have that one right now. I want my one that I already paid for.
When they finally catch up, they need to be careful about shipping it. So when the rugs, it was the rugs and like 2 or 3 other things all got ready at the same time and shipped out, and they all came to my house at the same time. It's like, dude, God, I'm married.
Yeah.
Think about that. There's like 18
Yeah.
MetaZoo packages showing up in my house right now, and
Yeah.
I gotta explain that.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, I bought this one. I bought this one one
Yeah.
week.
No, I can relate. I can relate.
Honey,
I
I
can
swear, I
definitely
bought this in
relate.
April. It's okay.
This money's been spent. I didn't just spend it. She's like, how much money do you spend on MetaZoo? You're like, not that much. Not
Dude,
that much.
My girl signed up for, what is that, USPS informed delivery now, where it
Yeah, I
tells
have
her
that.
everything that, bro, that's
so
getting me in
good.
trouble.
Oh,
She's
it's
like,
so
what is
good.
this from eBay? I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It must be for you. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's not working out.
Order something stupid on eBay real quick.
Just steal some of my neighbor's mail from the mailroom. Be like, oh, it must be this. Well, anyway, we've been at this for over 2 hours now. Ian, anything else you want to say about MPN, Fusion Auras?
I just want to say
Oh,
congrats
nice,
to Wayward
dude.
Caster for pulling a 19.
Yeah, nice, man. So Tops Chrome, Fusion
Tops Chrome
Auras,
is awesome. Okay.
MPN.
No, I
Anything?
think I'm good on all the topics. I could probably talk forever about
I know. Yeah.
all this stuff right now. 'cause
Everything.
It's fun to argue.
Everything
but
we hate.
I feel like this is one of the few episodes where we have very differing opinions on things, and it's great.
I'm the odd man out, and I feel like an asshole in a way, but
Good. You should.
but I'm used to being an asshole, so I guess it's fitting, so
No. Subscribe to Cardboard and Coffee. I don't know why, because I haven't been putting videos out lately, but do it anyway. And
give me money.
Support Make-A-Wish Foundation. So you know what it is? So I made a huge mistake. I set up my AdSense
creating a
business
YouTube
account.
channel. Yeah, we made the same mistake.
So I worked for over a year to get monetized, right? And I did that, which is awesome. I was so excited, still excited. But I set up my AdSense account as a business account instead of an individual account. And then after 90 days, they're like, "Yeah, you haven't shown proof of business, so we're gonna shut this down." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to sign up for an LLC." And it's been like 3 weeks waiting for that to go through approvals from the state and all that stuff. So yeah, I got a little discouraged there. So
no, I feel that. I've been there.
Back. I'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah, with a bunch of Rise products.
Rise, Will, MetaZoo.
Oh, wait a second.
There you go.
That is something that I have that MJ does not have.
What does that mean? Are you Legion of Willing too?
If I can find it.
For those that don't know, MJ, did you play your game yet?
So we're scheduled to do it tomorrow because we both ended up having something yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So first off,
but tomorrow it's happening.
Hey, I have that one.
But do you have a booster pack?
Yeah, I just opened it actually.
Ah, you're stupid.
And I pulled
What'd you get?
Shadow Fiends. I also have 2 booster boxes over in my shelf over there. And
you have booster boxes?
Yeah, I have 2 of the Chaos Ascension. And I believe I'm being sent one, should be here tomorrow, because I'm now an official content creator for Legions of Will, which MJ should be within the next couple days as well. So Legions of Will, their content creator program's amazing. You play a few games
worth
and
it.
you learn the game, and they send you 2 of every SKU from every release. So it's like,
So, yeah.
that
Power to
you're,
the
you're
players.
incentivized. No, really, like it's nice to see a game that actually has a real content creator program and not just like we're going to send you a promo and maybe send you some product every once in a while, but we're not going to tell you. And that's been a frustration for some of the other content creators as well, and especially when you see some of the other people that get it and whatnot, and then you're like, okay, why didn't I get it? Which is fine. Like, MetaZoo can do whatever the hell they want, but
where's my content creator card?
Not having to worry about it and actually having that agreement in place is awesome.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited to play my game tomorrow and get to know. I don't really know much anything about it, so I'm excited to figure it out, learn the game a little bit, talk to the owner a little bit more, the creator, everything like that. And then, Ian and I plan on doing maybe some gameplay videos and things like that. I already told the guy, and he agreed with me. The owner, I believe his name is Anthony.
Yep.
So I already spoke to him and told him that he needs to send me the better cards so I could always build better decks and beat Ian all the time. And he said he'll make sure that happens. So, it'll be a whole
dice roll game.
It'll be a whole.
It doesn't matter if your cards are better if you lose in dice rolls.
It's just going to be a whole series of me beating Ian and Legion
Hold
of
on.
Wolves. So
what's more RNG? Waiting to pull the auras you need from your spellbook that are randomly distributed because of your shuffling, or rolling a die, which is usually a 20% chance,
50-50
chance. It's not 50-50.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's not in this.
Not 50.
Okay, I'm used to like heads, tails, die roll type of thing.
No, it's a D12.
Odds, evens.
And each card is a different. So your more powerful cards, you're going to have to be, roll a 6 or higher.
I would say pulling an aura, because I would say rolling a dice is harder because you are literally ripping out 7 cards off the top. I think you have a better chance, and you get a re-roll by doing 6 and then 5. So really, your one roll, like, that's your destiny. That's your fate right there. There's no like, wait, I didn't like that roll, so let me just do it one more time. Doesn't work like that. So the mulligan is
here's what I'll say.
Makes that better.
Tomorrow I'm playing with the creator of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Next week I'll have an opinion on the game, and we could mention and talk about it then. I'll let you know which I like better, which seems to work better.
All right, well. Let us know in your vast knowledge and experience of TCGs. Let us know which one.
So I played Pokemon too, and the one thing I like about Pokemon is you could put Pokemon on your bench without paying any aura or energy. You know what I mean? You need energy to do the attack and stuff like that. So I do like the fact that I don't need aura, energy, whatever. In this game, it seems like that. But anyway, like I said, I don't know anything. I'll have to play it and let you know how I feel type of thing. But to me, it doesn't sound that bad. To me, I like the fact that I don't have to draw aura to play stuff,
You only get 2 cards in your hand, though.
Yeah, and you're always drawing as soon as you play one, so you're constantly chaining stuff.
I'm just saying. I'm just making fact statement.
I like the game. I do.
So
now you can buy fancy dice.
The way and Ian has played it now, and the way Ian said it to me too is like, after everything you can respond. So it's like, I play this, you play that, I play this, you play that, I play. Like, it could be like the way it's sounding. It's like it could be quicker depending on how you're playing. Like, those 2 cards might turn into like, you might have like 6 in your hand real quick. Like, not literally, you can only have 2 but you get what I'm saying. Like, go through 6 cards real quick type of thing, or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
As you're responding in a resolution chain, you're also drawing, so you're not like just dealing with the 5 cards in your hand, and that's what you have to respond with. You have use one of the 2 in your hand to respond, and then you draw another one, which could give you another option.
Yeah.
So
that's something that I find interesting.
I liked how it played a lot.
So I'll find it out next week. I would assume, but different's good sometimes. Different's fun. Yeah. Not putting MetaZoo down. I'm still playing MetaZoo. But different's fun sometimes. Just like I said, when we play multiplayer games with MetaZoo, it's a whole different feel, and I like that sometimes. It almost makes it feel like it's more of like a board game or something like that. You know what I mean? And sometimes I really enjoy playing those multiplayer games, and it's not at all a normal MetaZoo game.
And just like towers, you look at the cards differently. You build your deck differently based on a
Yeah,
multiplayer game.
yeah. So anyway, back on topic here. Ian, is that it for your announcements?
Yes. Side note.
Okay. Deadly. Anything you want to say before we close out today? Anything you want to let the community, viewers, anybody know?
No. Thanks for viewing. We'll be back next week.
You don't have like a cat's Instagram page for them to follow or anything? I don't know.
My catchphrase?
Wait, you have a cat's Instagram page?
No.
No, he just has cats. He just doesn't love them enough to make an Instagram page, which we just found out now.
It's like a waste of my time and effort to like take a picture and post it and like other people's stuff.
So is your personal Instagram page where you post you playing guitar. But anyway.
Yeah, but that's like,
so for our announcements, we are trying to get to 250 subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. We are, I believe, 8 away. I could be wrong on that, but I believe we are 8 away from reaching our goal of 250. Once we get to that 250 subscribers, Immortal Workshop is going to be helping us out and hosting a giveaway. We will be giving away to one lucky person a Wilderness Revive box or a Native Booster box. So please subscribe to the channel, help us get to the 250, and this way we could do that giveaway quicker. Besides that, just a reminder, this podcast is sponsored by Immortal Workshop. So if you're shopping for MetaZoo, learn how to talk, MJ. Shop at Immortal Workshop, and you will find an affiliate link in the description below, which will give you a little discount at his store. Besides that, I have some links in the description. Check that out. One is for, Ian's YouTube channel there, Cardboard and Coffee. One is for Immortal Workshop, like I said. One is for the Play Network, since we were talking about the Play Network. But the most important link in there is for our Discord. If you are not a member of Caster's Corner Discord, please join the Discord. That is where we do the giveaways. There's pretty much a channel for everything you could possibly need in there, from gameplay help, page help, looking to play, buy, sell, trade, pretty much anything. And the last link that we have in there is for the MetaZoo Archives. Like we mentioned, it's mainly Cutthroat Zoo who is writing these articles on there right now. So shout out to you, Cutthroat. Thank you for everything you're doing. But check out that website. And there's articles pretty much about everything that's happening MetaZoo related on that website. But yeah, I think that's it for my announcements, for this channel's announcements. So I'm going to ask again, just anything else anybody wants to comment on, say, Ian, Paul, anybody? All right. Perfect. Appreciate everybody for watching. If you're watching this and you are not a part of the live, like you're watching it in the future, leave us a comment. Let us know anything. Let us know again where we fucked up and said something wrong. Let us know anything that you want to see in the future. Ask us any questions. Just leave us a comment. Appreciate everybody watching, and we will catch you next week. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.
It takes a